Hi, you guys. Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Got to a Black Female. My name is Shaquilla Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise.
And today, you guys, we are doing a wind down. So we're going to be sipping our drinks while we just chit chat, you know.
Well, I don't have wine, but I'll be more than happy to drink it up with you guys.
I do have wine in a can. I was told that this isn't classy, but it's a law get you together.
Who said that, Denisha?
No.
Oh.
See?
Because it sounded like so you would have said. Well, this
it's really good though.
Honey.
Ooh. I knew
Ooh.
that wasn't good.
Honey.
Hair on your chest.
She's been holding on to that mesquite forever, and it is disgusting.
Honey.
It's really nasty.
It is. Now that I'm getting a waft of it.
That shit is disgusting.
I guess it's been marinating, you know.
It's so nasty. Like,
Ooh. Tastes like the backfire wood or something.
Not backfire wood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what is that?
What? Backfire wood.
Mm-hmm.
You never heard
People, yeah, you know, you people cook their steaks on, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you been?
It tasted like that in Atlanta though. That's the thing. Like
I ain't
it
didn't taste like that.
Yeah, it did.
Jasmine, what it tastes like?
I haven't tasted it yet. But hold on,
We're gonna finish the whole bottle regardless. No, I'm getting regardless. $20, and they hating on the $20 bottles. If it's nasty, it's nasty.
Yeah, it was
Same
never
bottle.
right.
You know,
good.
but when liquor marinate over a while, it get like, you know.
No.
You know. Yeah, you know.
It was never good.
Well, it was $20.
So since we're on the topic of drinks, what is your least favorite drink?
Like in general?
Yeah.
Or like alcohol?
In general. Let's start in general.
In general, mine is Sprite.
In general, mine is like anything sweet. Like, you know how like they have like the little fruity drinks? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Fanta blah, like the Fanta grape.
Like the syrupy drinks.
I hate those. Oh my.
So you hate like the extra stuff.
I'm going to have to say root beer. I like so nasty.
Root beer is good with ice cream. Like a root beer float is good. I
take a Coke float for 1,000 Alex.
A root beer float is so good. Like delicious.
It's like cherry wine. I hate that too.
I
love that. I love that. When I used to be big on sodas, I used to love a cherry wine, and I used to love a damn orange Fanta. That used to be my go-to soda.
Cherry wine was so good. I was so happy that Cookout still had it. I was like, oh.
They are so good. So good. But, you know, I used to like drinks a lot because me and Denisha, you know, we used to work at Sonic. And I used to want to be a fountain person so
How
bad.
you know I wanted people to know what I used to
Girl. I wanted to be a fountain person so bad. So bad. But you just would not let me be. You just.
Phaedra, I'm gonna tell you, Phaedra. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You were the worst. I hate it working with you.
Worst.
You were.
Now listen, I will admit, because the Sonic that we work at, I don't know about Sonic in y'all cities and states or whatever, but our Sonic did not have like a what would you call it? A register that had like a calculator or whatever. So like, and I suck at math. Like math is not my go-to. So, you know, I always had to ask people, you know, what is this? But now that I'm older, I understand the point of the change system. But back then I didn't know, like.
At all. But I guess we were young, like in high school, so I get it. But I was just like, oh my God.
Honey, I was like, Denisha used to like, oh my God, Denisha. My work experience with Shaquilla was nowhere near my work experience with Denisha. Denisha just was too serious.
Had hella fun.
We did.
Oh,
We really did. Me and Shaquilla really did. But Denisha was too serious. Like, she took the job too serious. I hated working with her. Oh, chill. I couldn't stand it.
Our job was like a fucking field day.
Yeah, we had fun. And we had fun.
Honey, playing around at the registers.
I used to love going go backs. Like,
Honey.
go backs, like, please, because I hated being on that register at night. I hated it. Like, let me go ahead and do go backs.
What would happen at night?
It's because there's only one register open. So, like, I just hated it. Yeah. So I was like, let me go do go backs. I'll go ahead and put everything back because I ain't got time for it.
Honey,
and then I hated the
you're
schedule.
supposed to come in at 10 and buy all your groceries at one time. No.
Right. Right. And then like I hated the what was that schedule? The
11.
It was like 11 to 7. That was the longest motherfucking schedule ever. I used to hate that shit. I always wanted 7 to 2.
Day. You there in the morning, the afternoon, and at night. God damn.
Hated it. I was a 7 to 2 girl. Put me on 7 to 2. I was happy for that. Get me in and get me out.
I used to hate working 5 to 11. Like, God damn, when the shift gonna end? Because it just seemed like it just lasts so long.
Let me ask y'all this. Would you, or not would you, hypothetically, I guess I can say not hypothetically. For myself, it would be hypothetically. So would you, or are you going to make your child work as a high schooler? Like we all worked in high school. Do you think that was beneficial to you? Like moving forward as an adult, that was like a learning time for you? Or you think you shouldn't have worked in high school?
I think I'm going to make my child work just because that teaches them how to be independent. And I'm going to also teach them how to save at that time before you go off to college. That way you already know the nitty gritty.
Okay.
You know, and then you can learn to balance your time between schoolwork and actual work.
It's up to my child. I wasn't forced to work, so I just wanted to work because I wasn't doing cheerleading anymore. So what the hell? I ain't had nothing to do with my time. So I mean,
that's what I was about to say. Well, not that it's up to my child because it's not, but that's like the scenario that you said would be up to my child. Like I would be like, okay, you can be in activities, or you can work a summer job. Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in activities, now you have to work. But if you want to be in activities, then you don't need to work. I just want you to do something that's going to teach you discipline and learn how to manage time management.
Yeah.
I would say if my child wants extra stuff, like like I will of course get my child a phone, but if you want like a specific type of phone, then like you're gonna have to work for it. Like if you want a car, I don't mind meeting you halfway to get a car, but you're gonna have to pay for your own gas type stuff. Mm-hmm. So in that case, then my child would need a job because I'm not
even if they're in activities.
Why not?
Oh, see, I wouldn't do that. Like if my child is in activities the way that they should be, I want my child to pick activities over working, but you know, you never know. But if they're in activities, then I will supply you with everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have like a job. Like we had a job. You could do something under the table, like the barbershop or something, like something to make you some extra cash.
I would just give you your allowance if you're in activities, because when I say activities, I want my child to be in activities. Like you have an after school activity. You're also like on some committees. Like you're going to be active in school. I want that resume to be looking right. If you don't want to take that resume right path, cool. Then I'm going to need you to get them working skills right.
So if you when and if you have a child, boy or girl, what would you want their activities to be?
Boy or girl? If it's a girl, she's gonna be a cheerleader or dancing. Like that part is not an option. So I don't know if you want to do it your freshman year, your senior year, but you better do it.
And a boy?
A boy? If it's a little boy, it doesn't matter. Whatever sports you want to be in. But that's just like sports activity. But like as far as in like committees, like Beta Club.
Yeah, like a German club, French club.
Yeah.
So you want them to be in something
like involved in something.
Yeah. Well, the academics would be with like working. Like they still need to be in like some type of committee and work. But if they don't want to work, then maybe that's when like they need to do a sport.
To deal with like the yearbook and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Social exposure.
Right.
Well, I know for me, Mason, I would love for him to do basketball, but I don't think he's not gonna be tall enough to do it. I mean, he can still play, but I couldn't say like that's something that he would be able to pursue because he's not gonna be tall. So probably like football or soccer, baseball, track, one of the others, but I would have loved him to do basketball though, because I actually know that sport. I
don't care what my child does, boy or girl, because I played soccer, so I mean, what ifs, and I played basketball too. So either or, whatever fits you. If you want to be athletic, cool. If you want to be cheerleaders are athletic, but that's more of a girlier sport. So if you want to be a cheerleader, that's cool too. But I mean, hey, I was an aggressive soccer player, so I imagine my children to be aggressive and athletic.
So since we're talking about kids, can I bring up a little topic real quick?
Sure.
I was actually arguing. Well, I wasn't arguing, but it was going back and forth on this on Facebook. It was a post about it was a girl who got pregnant by a dude that was in a relationship, and the dude said that he's not going to be in the child's life or whatever. So she went on this whole tangent about it. So I was like, well, if he already says that he doesn't want to be in the child's life, that's his choice. He has a choice to, say that or whatever. Basically, like, he doesn't have a choice, basically, is what she's trying to say. But I was like, well, if a girl can say that she can have an abortion without the father's consent, why can't the father say that he doesn't want to have a child by the person if she decides to have a child?
Well, see, my only issue with that whole situation was he could have took some precautions to not have children in that sense, because
he raped her?
Kids. No. So you don't want kids, so you could have wore protection, or you could be on male birth control, because that's a thing, or you could get a vasectomy.
Why did you let him inside?
Huh?
Why would you let him inside? You keep saying you can do this, you can do this. I mean,
no, I'm saying like the guy saying that he doesn't want kids. So what were his? And
he doesn't want them, and he's saying he's not gonna have them. Like, he's not.
No, but the girl's pregnant. But the girl was pregnant. And she was saying
that have nothing to do with him. He's saying he don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes him a bad person. But I'm not.
Take precautions for men to not be responsible. Men should.
They don't. You can just say, I don't want to have sex with you if you're not gonna use protection.
She did though, and she was pregnant.
That's on her.
It is on her, but I'm saying the same thing though. Like, if there are going to be precautions for girls, all these things for girls to do, men should do these things as well. There are options that are available too.
I mean, there are options.
I don't agree with the girl like having the kid. If the guy said he's not going to be there and you're early enough to go get an abortion, go get it, because the single mother life is not fun.
I mean, I think the option, honestly, I think women have an advantage. I only say that because I will say with my situation, I don't want kids. So if someone was to do something and they like purposely because they want a child, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you want, because I can do what I want to do. So I think women have an advantage. You like, yeah, you're saying men can do this, use protection, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, there are situations like with rape, that's different. But at the end of the day, you don't want to use protection. Okay, cool. Then we won't fuck. Or I'll get on birth control. Like, we have so more options versus like guys.
Yeah. We do have more options than guys. I just feel like it's just really weird that if he knew he didn't want to have kids, why he didn't just put a condom on?
That's hard to say, because people are going to be people at the end of the day. So I don't want to have kids. Like, I want to have kids in the future, but I don't want to have kids right now. Yeah. And I still have sex raw. But it is what it is.
I mean, that's just you being willy-nilly, though. Like,
but that's people, though.
Because you're like, damn if I do, damn if I don't.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like women have the upper hand because, like, you're making that decision.
Yeah.
Like, you can say, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, what if the person that you're with do want to have kids? And then they're like, oh, well, like this guy, what if he said, I want to keep it? And then she's like, well, I don't want to. There's
Right,
nothing he can,
exactly.
it's out of his hands, but she can say, I want to keep it. And he can say, I don't want to. And then it's, either way, it's still in your hands. Like,
Exactly. And that's
you
exactly
know,
how I feel about it, because at the same time, if a woman can say, you know, hey, I'm able to keep this baby or abort it, then a man should be able to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to be in that child's life. Like, it is what it is.
yeah. Because it's the
Like,
same thing with abortion. Like, he's giving it's his abortion. He's saying, I want to have an abortion.
yeah.
That's what he's telling you, basically.
But I feel like for me, though, if a guy was like, you know what, I'm not trying to have a baby, you know, abort the baby, or whatever, I'm more than likely going to abort the baby because I don't want to be a single parent.
Yeah.
So, but that's
I definitely
me
would do it because I'm not, the single mom life is not fun. Like, it's not.
at all. At all. So yeah,
That's you know what that brings me to? A question is, what if you 100% know you want to have an abortion, and you know the other person probably don't? Would you tell them, or like you still would tell them?
No.
Yeah.
But would you feel like it's inappropriate if you like hid that from them?
Yeah.
Would you, Shaquila?
No, my choice. Just because that person wants that really bad, but if I'm in a state where I'm not ready, like I'm not ready to be a mom, you're ready to be a dad, cool, but I'm not ready to be a mom. I'm not willing to sacrifice all these things that I'm going to have to sacrifice to be a mom. I'm not ready to do that just yet. So yeah, I'm going to protect my peace. And I'm going to get the.
Oh, I'm not saying not do it. I'm saying, would you tell the other person? Like, would you tell them?
No. For what?
That's what I'm like.
Bring it back.
I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, for what? Like, what's the purpose of
what they gonna do? Bring it back?
No, I feel like I'm an honest person. So, I can't like not, because like I'm an honest person, because even to the point where like if I was to hide it, and with me, and when I get drunk, it's gonna come out anyway. So I might as well just say it, because when I get drunk, I talk way too much for my own good. So I might as well just, that's why I like to be honest with people, because if I'm drunk, I'm gonna say it anyway. So might as well just keep
That's why I don't like to get drunk anymore. That's why I can get a little buzz, but I'm not gonna go above.
Honey,
I mean, I don't feel like it's inappropriate. I just don't feel like it's inappropriate.
I don't either, because like, what
now,
are they gonna bring it back? Like, what you
now
gonna
the circumstance that you're talking about, though, are you referring to like somebody that you like in a relationship with, or just like a one night stand type thing? Because that would be a different scenario.
No, it doesn't, either or.
If I'm actually in a relationship or building a relationship with somebody, then definitely. If it's a one night stand, then it's more than likely I'm probably not going to see that person again. Then no.
I definitely, if I was in a relationship with somebody, I definitely would have the talk like, yo, like I'm not ready to be no parent. Like I'm not ready to sacrifice my time. Like I'm trying to live my life right now. I would definitely have that conversation in the beginning. So if it happens and I am gone for about a good 3-4 days.
And even if it was,
I just don't feel like, if I know, like if we already had the talk,
yeah,
whatever,
like I'm saying,
I know
like
your stance, then there's no point in me telling you, because I already know like your stance on it.
No. I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you definitely, because like I said, if a one night stand, then probably not. But if that one night stand comes back around, hey, you know what? I got pregnant by you and had the abortion. You know, it might still slip out.
You know, that's a little creepy.
You know what? I'm crazy and I'm open, so it is what it is.
Like,
cheers
how you just go like, how you just gonna be like, oh, by the way, I had an abortion and it was your baby. The fuck?
Why not?
But why though?
But why not? Like, I think I'm open. So like, if it's on my mind, I'm gonna say it. But I mean,
I am all for women's rights, all for abortion, because if you ain't ready to be no mother, let it Just
I ain't saying I'm out for abortions. Now, don't
no,
mix
I'm
me in with
saying
you.
because sometimes, because I've seen things, and there are women who are definitely not ready to be mothers, and they're not willing to sacrifice their time, and so in the end, the child gets neglected or abused. So,
And you know why that is? Because people are so hell bent over being Christians and that you're killing a life and stuff like that. That's the problem.
because
You are
like
killing a life.
I would rather the child get adopted, yes, but in the sense that people don't go through with adoption if they want to have an abortion because they are not ready.
It's a preventable cause.
It is, and but sometimes things do happen, and I'm telling you now, if my child ever get raped, we flying to whatever country to get an abortion because we are not having a trauma baby. Not.
Now, that's different. Like, I'm saying with certain circumstances, I understand, but like,
And
I'm just talking about
even if you're
casual.
not financially stable, I don't think you should have a child. That's my opinion, because I feel like that's very much selfish, which I know a lot of people do that. I did that. But if you're not, honestly, I feel like if you don't make a certain amount, I think this should be a law. If you don't make a certain amount of money, I don't think you should be able to bring a child into this world, just because that's selfish to bring another human life into a world that you're already struggling. So that's automatically going to say that your children are going to be struggling as well. So I feel like you should be you should make a certain amount a year to have a child.
That's not true though, because what you're saying, I don't know about other places, but here in America, they have that for you. Like, if you don't make a certain amount, you have a kid, then you're gonna get, food assistance, or you can get housing. You can get what you need because you have a child in place. But so the money situation, I understand where you're coming from, but not 100%. I think more so the readiness of your mindset, for me, is what I have a problem with. People that have
people
kids
be
that aren't
thinking
really
like
ready.
kids is just pictures. It's not.
Let's take a drink, you guys.
All right. So, what is your least favorite liquor?
In general, I really don't like
I'm
brown.
not a brown drinker.
I don't either.
I don't like brown.
I hate Crown Royal.
Honey,
I'll drink it if it's available though, but it's not like something. It's not my go-to.
Not available.
I don't see how people drink Hennessy. Like,
Hennessy is
own it.
It's not what it is. But all right, you guys, it was a pleasure talking to you guys today. So make sure, yes, you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell so you know when we upload next. So with that being said, you guys, peace out. Love you. Bye.
Bye.